What's going on, party people? Captain Zeus here, and I'm here to give you guys a review for episode 6 of The Lord of the Rings of Power Season 2. Now, if you guys haven't seen the episode, spoiler warning up ahead, because I will be going into some details about this episode. Now, like and subscribe for more nerdy content just like this, and click the bell to be notified when I post another review video. First things first, my homie Arondir, what's he doing in this episode? He literally was in the beginning of this episode, prancing about. He killed some orcs. Super cool, by the way. But that was it. That is the only time we saw him in this entire episode. And I don't know why. Like, what was the point of showing us that if you weren't going to show us anything else about what he's doing? I've actually already forgotten what he's doing. Can someone remind me what his goal is? Because he's just been wandering for like 2 to 3 episodes, just wandering in the forest. What's going on with that? Our next little tidbit here is Celibrimbor is going crazy. Homie is going crazy. Sauron, or Arondir, whatever, is, oh my gosh, it's pissing me off how obvious it is that he's controlling him. Like, everyone around him's just so oblivious, right? Maybe that's because of magic or whatever, but it's really annoying. And one thing I noticed is Arondir, Sauron, whatever, he's donned the dark robes, which indicates darkness, I'm assuming. Color schemes are important in shows and movies. So it's weird that he's just completely switched up his wardrobe there. He's going with the black colors. And in this episode, you kind of see that he's been egging on the battle with Arondir and the elves, as well as like messing with the dwarves. Like, he's just been dipping his toes in every pool here. And it's like we're getting towards the end of his evil scheme that he has. But it's confusing me why he is so focused on the rings for men. Because if he wanted just one ring to rule them all as the end goal here, why would he go through all this trouble to have each ring be like more corruptible as the ring for men is basically gonna be like really corrupted from what I'm assuming, which is weird because why is he pushing so hard for men? Like, he pushed for dwarves kind of easy. Like, I actually don't even know what Sauron's goal is. Like, is this all for him to make the one ring? But if it was, why is he going through the trouble of making all the other rings? His goal is really confusing, and Celibrimbor is like really dumb in this show, dude. Like, I mean, stupid dumb. He's so gullible and just easily deterred by whatever Arondir is saying. And at first it was understandable, but now it's just getting out of hand. Like, he knows that he's using him, and he's still going along with it. Like, what is... It doesn't make any sense what's happening here. I'm just so confused. And one thing, too, is the 3 rings from the elves. It's implied that they were corrupted in the show. It seems like it. For sure, the ones for the dwarves. And we're getting into the dwarves' rings here. Duran, the king, is like... It's as if he's Golum or Smeagol. Like, he's been so obsessed with the rings. I didn't know that the rings were basically just like the one ring. Like, they're gonna corrupt you to your core, and you're gonna be so obsessive and possessive of it. Like, it's like, what the frick? It's weird how things have gotten with them, because I feel like this would be something that would deter people in the future for having any of those rings. But I don't know. It's just confusing to me. And we see Prince Duran and his wife, who wife is still just a G, defy his father, kind of, because he wants to mine for more gold and all that. He's being a greedy dwarf. And there was this one sequence where Duran's wife was trying to hold off the miners from mining, and she does this like dance singing thing, and the dwarves, rightfully so, were like, what the frick was that? Like, you thought that was gonna scare us? Like, they had a really genuine reaction, but then like a bunch of ads come in and, you know, scare them off, and I was like, alright, cool. I am so into this dwarven storyline with Duran, but the thing is, I feel like they're making Prince Duran so like weak. Like, this season at least, there's been like no development with his character, no real breakthrough of him trying to overcome these obstacles. It's just his wife doing it, and nothing wrong with his wife. She's awesome, and she's like in the right for most of this, but it seems like Prince Duran is just a passenger on his own ride. It's weird. And then we get into Galadriel being the worst character in this entire show. Not only is she still the exact same singular emotion and facial expression throughout this entire show is still going on here. And she teams up with Adar, because Adar's like trying to recruit her, I guess, to like fight against Sauron. Understandably so. And he has the crown, right? The magical crown. And I have 2 questions about Morgoth's crown. One, if it's so powerful, why isn't he wearing it? Like, if he can use its power, which he seemed to have when he killed Sauron, why isn't he wearing it? 2, Why is he just leaving it out in the open? Like, he just has it in a case just out and about. Like, Galadriel in the next episode is going to break free from her chains. She's going to grab the crown and she's going to escape. That's exactly what's going to happen here. It's just so weird how it's just there. And his plan, his brilliant plan, is to give this powerful item to her to kill Sauron with it. I'm just like, bro, what? But granted, he's like, dude, I just want to go back to Mordor. I just want to stay with my orcs. Which also, I thought Adar was an elf, but he's actually an orc. Can someone explain to me what Adar's origins is? Like, what is the origins of orcs? I'm more confused now. Because it sounds like he is or was an elf. It was so weird because he proposes to her this plan. And then the next time we cut to her, she's like, I guess we'll go with it. I don't have much of a choice, you know? And I'm just like, bro, there was like no contemplation. You barely even thought about it. And then when she's finally talking to Adar, she's like, this is all part of a scheme. Like, just out of nowhere. He's like, no, it's fine. We're going to go on with it. And then she's acting like she's been telling him this the whole time. Like, she's always right. And it pisses me off because her character is just getting worse and worse. And I hate it. Like, I hate her character so much, dude. We also get more Numenor drama, which kind of, I don't know why. Maybe it's because I watched the Gladiator 2 trailer, but it gave me Gladiator vibes in terms of the politics of that place. I'm still super confused. What is the point of Numenor? Like, I heard that it's like the Valyria from Game of Thrones of Lord of the Rings, but it's like, how does that happen? You know, how is that what we're seeing? Are we seeing the doom of Numenor? And if that's the case, why did the queen survive that attack? How did she survive the sea creature attacking her? Or attack, whatever? Makes no sense. Her being in love, assuming, it's pretty obvious, but I'm assuming. Her being in love with Elendil is pretty obvious. Makes sense. But, dude, I'm just like, dude, I hate his daughter. I hate Elendil's daughter. She's so annoying and so easily just corruptible. And, dude, I'm just like, bro, what is happening here? What is the point of this area? Every time we go there, it's only like snippets, and it's never like, I don't know, maybe I'm just annoyed at this show. I'm just very annoyed at the show and the story that's happening. And the last thing I want to freaking go over is the freaking Harfoot storyline, which I've already grown disinterested in. Like, I was kind of into it. I'm like, all right, let's see what's happening here. I was kind of getting into it. Nah, I'm done. I'm freaking done, dude. It has grown so boring. Also, why is Poppy kissing nobody? The second episode they've met, like, they've literally known each other for less than one full episode, and she's already smooching up a storm with this kid. There was no development romantically with them at all. Like, sure, there was attraction, but it's like, all of a sudden they're just in and out. Bro, what? That makes no sense. Can we just have and this is something that is common with the show, can we just have genuine storylines and character development being built across this show? Like, so many things are just thrown at us, just in our face, out of nowhere, and it's like frustrating because it's like, how do we get to this point? Why does none of this make sense? Like, you're trying to put too many pieces of a puzzle that don't fit together. I just want the show to be over with. I don't know how this show was going to go 5 seasons. This season has been dragged on. The Celibrimbor story is dragging on. Oh my gosh. The freaking Harfoot Gandalf story is dragging on. Arondir, I don't know what he's doing. He's just been wandering the woods for 3 episodes. So many of these episodes is just dragging on. It's not needed. There's so many of this that could just be pushed together. Now, this next episode is going to be just a huge battle. They've been advertising it on Amazon like crazy this past week. How the next episode is going to be like their Battle of Winterfell or their Battle of the Bastards is what it seems like. And the battle sequences look cool, but I hope there's more to this episode that meets the eye, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'll rate this episode like a 5 out of 10, honestly, because it's so much dragging on, dude. And maybe it's because they have just way too many storylines brewing at the same time, which is true. They have like 7 storylines happening at once. That's a lot, dude. I've grown more disinterested in this season as the episodes have progressed. Like I said last time, episodes 1 through 3, really good, really strong start, and then it just declined rapidly from there. That's just my thoughts on it. What did you guys think of the episode? Please let me know in the comments below. Can someone please clarify some things about the lore? I know you guys are really good at that. But I would appreciate it if you do, because I am just so confused. I'm so confused. Maybe I'm just not paying attention. I could just be not paying attention. Completely honest. Could happen. But anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya.